It's January the 1st at Zuccotti Park, and people aren't in the park, cops are in the park. So I guess we have a cop occupation.
Figured out that we would lean up against here and sleep, so now they've invented some situation here that, oh, we can't go on the bench. They're repairing something.
I don't see much repairment going on.
Yeah, there's no reason we shouldn't be allowed on that bench, but last night we got to liberate it. It was great. People's Library went back up.
Last night?
Yeah. This is the bench that people aren't allowed to sit on in case they fall asleep.
That's withdrawal. I want my Zuccotti Park. I want my Zuccotti Park. I don't hate it. I love this park. That's why I'm down here every day. No joke.
Happy New Year. Show the barricade. Occupy this bitch. Bring your own property. Fuck their shit. Don't touch their shit.
I'm filming for Mobile Broadcast News. Could you explain to me why the cops are in the park and the public isn't in the park? What is the reason?
Sorry. Sorry, man.
What? You work for Brookfield? Do you work for Brookfield? You don't work for Brookfield. This is a sorry state of affairs where citizens of New York, New Yorkers and tourists and visitors are not allowed to occupy a park that is by law required to be open to the public for 24 hours, although it's a privately owned space.
It's the law by zoning laws. They're supposed to be open 24 hours a day, and the barricades are even illegal when they had it open, because there's supposed to be 50% of it open to the sidewalk, 50% or more, and it also, this one you'll love, it also has to be inviting to the public. It has to look nice. It has to look like a place that you would want to have lunch.
Don't be afraid. Did you make your sign?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
What the occupation is a community that is out there talking to each other, trying to enlighten one another on the issues so that we are aware of what is going on, and so that we are also prepared to make plans to fix those problems that are wrong with our society. And that, you know, if that communication doesn't exist, then there is no democracy, because there is no community that wants to change things for the better. Nice. Just be careful, man.
Is this your first time down here?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's cool. I support it.
How old are you?
19 years old.
I thought so. So you're not going back into the Marines for a year or so, or?
I report back on the 21st of January.
Oh.
I go once a month for now.
Were you here like a couple months ago? It was like really active?
I was here for everything, yeah. Like, since it started.
And they will assign you somewhere, or what?
Right now, that's just my duty. What's your MOS going to be? I'm infantry, 0311. Okay. What was your own? I was combat photographer. Oh yeah? Yeah. That sounds cool. Yeah. It was. I didn't even know that it existed. I actually was going to be an illustrator because I wanted to draw. Yeah. All I did in high school was draw. Yeah. And I never submitted a portfolio. My recruiter never told me the process about it. So I ended up getting thrown into photography, and it was a blessing in disguise. Actually, I like it. Yeah, I was supposed to get money for college, and he told me what to do, and then his recruiting duty was up, you know, so we went back to California, we're stationed, and I'm stuck there, and I have nowhere to get my money, so. Oh man, so it's like, because he left, all the deals that he was working with you, he's like, you'll get it, well? Oh man. We have no idea where to get money from. I go to admin, they just you don't get any money. It's like, that was my contract, that's why I joined, you know? Yeah. So it's like there's always a rotation going on. There's always people catching up with what the work was done a year or two ago. And there's always restructuring because new bosses want to operate in new different ways. And so you get a lot of that in the military run around in their ass, and eventually it'll come to you. I'm gonna do it. You know, it sucks because when I first reported to my unit, you know, they're such assholes.
Staff Sergeant, the gentleman said that I had to remove my barricade.
Oh yeah? Why?
I brought my own barricade.
You brought your own barricade?
I brought my own barricade. You already know.
Excuse me.
Fucking Marines.
You brought your own barricade.
Hoorah.
And why do you have to move it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my barricade, sir. I brought it from my house. I did.
Where are you going with it?
Where am I going with it? Away from here. The officer said, and I quote, "Get this shit the fuck out of here." So that's what I'm doing.
Relax. Just don't block people. Take it somewhere else.
Absolutely, sir. I got you. Excuse me.
We've got an incident here where somebody brought his own barricade and he's been asked to remove it.
I don't believe this is yours, even though it's... Where did you get this?
It's mine, sir. My father's a construction worker. I'm a general contractor.
No, this is my son. See this right here?
Yes, sir. I put that there.
Huh?
I put that there. I
This
found
ain't
that on the
yours.
floor.
You're not walking away with this.
This is mine, sir. I brought
No,
it.
it's not. There's no way for you to prove this is yours.
Yes, I
This
do.
is a New York City barrier.
No, it's not.
Only made for NYPD. You see this
No,
right
it's not,
here?
sir.
Yes, it is.
I brought it.
You bought it?
I brought it, sir. Yes.
Watch out. Look up. This is the... No, this is the...
I brought it, sir. I brought it. It's mine.
It doesn't belong to you.
That's mine, sir. This is mine. It's my private property. I
Listen,
bought
calm
this.
down, calm down.
No problem.
Right? This is made just for NYPD. You see, they're all the same. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I brought it, sir, and I found that on the floor.
Just move away from the backside.
I have proof. I have pictures.
Huh?
I got pictures. I can show you.
Very nicely.
I can show you my pictures.
Watch out. Watch out. Let me take this over.
Well, you're taking my private property, so
I don't
that's
know
my
about
property.
that. You could
Sir,
have to
that's
prove
my...
to me this is
Yeah, I'm trying to show you. Look.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
All right, so the police have confiscated my barricade. Remember that. Thank you, sir.
No. You didn't thank me for nothing. You know.
It's mine. Why am I getting in trouble for bringing my own barricade? I'm dead serious. Look, I have pictures of proof. It's mine.
Pictures of what? How are you going to prove it?
Pictures of me holding my barricade.
I can hold
in the
that
middle of the
barrier and
street.
say it's mine.
I brought this from my house, from uptown, from my dad's job site.
You walked it down here?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Let's see some ID.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Could you stop that? Is that necessary?
Yeah, it's for my blog.
So you really?
For your dog?
Yeah, because I left. I went uptown to go get it.
Played well.
Here you go, sir. This is my identification. Hold on. This is my security license. Oh. All you have to do is make a phone call. I have to renew that.
Let them call anybody. They can see it too.
I can show my badge. I can tell you that right now. Yes, sir. My dad's a contractor. Yes, sir.
These are made strictly for New York City police. I don't know where your father got this, but you can see it's clearly...
My dad was auxiliary, sir. He was in the NYPD holding me. Well, I mean, he said if you want it, it's yours. And I said, cool, thanks, Dad. I mean, if you're going to take it, can you at least leave it here for me then, please, so I can return it to him?
Return it to who?
To my dad, to the site, to the job site. He's fixing a building right now. This was in the backyard, in garbage. And he said, hey, if you want to use it, you
Oh,
can
see,
use it.
now the story's changing.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
You said you took it from your house.
No, I'm took it from a
Okay.
job site. That's what
You
I
didn't
told
say
you.
that earlier. No.
Could you please...
Yeah,
Now
it's my
you found
dad.
it in the garbage.
Yeah, you found it in the
You
garbage.
found it
on
in
the
the
job site.
garbage. Okay, you see this right here?
Yes, sir.
Look at every other barrier. This is a New York City barrier. Okay?
It doesn't say
Nobody
New York
just...
City.
Yes, they do. These are all made just for New York City. They're not meant to be thrown out.
They live in America, sir.
I'm not giving... You want to make a complaint? Make a complaint.
Sure.
All right? That's right. You see my name right here. All right? You can write it and do whatever you want. It's my name. You have a right to make a complaint.
What's your name,
You
officer?
have a right to make a complaint. With this ready, you go to any precinct.
Caracas.
What is his name?
Caracas. It's on his
Barricade.
badge.
You see this right here? Let me just make it clear. Look at this right here. Look at every other one here. These are strictly made for NYPD. Okay, and you
didn't know that.
Okay, but you admit that this came from garbage. Okay, so what does that tell me?
It was in the garbage.
It was in the garbage. But this belongs to the city of New York.
No, it was thrown out and it was in the garbage pile. So I took it from the garbage pile and brought it
Okay,
here.
we're taking it back.
No problem.
All right, cool. See you later.
I got